How's it going, everyone? Maryland here, and that's right, it's time for more of Maryland's Pokemon Violet Adventure. Last time, I became a champion, and I took down not just one, but two champions. So, what am I gonna do today? I am going to do the forbidden thing. Wait, what? No, I'm going into Area 0. As per the request of Arven, I've got together a squad, and, both in my team and my team, if you know what I mean. We needed to find some very useful allies to help with this adventure here. And Arven has rounded them up, so he needs me to go over to the 0 gate. And the way to do that, I'm just gonna leave that item, I don't think it's that important. The way to do that is just go to Medali and kind of just climb this path here. You obviously have the ability to climb now, so it should be pretty easy. Or you can just take the ramp, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna leave the Gimme Cool too. I know there's all this stuff, but this is where you need to go. You need to go inside of this gate, which is now open. Hey, over here. This is the 0 gate. It was made so researchers could try to observe the inside of the Great Crater of Paldea, what folks call Area 0. It's our ticket down into the crater. Oh, and speaking of the crater, you know that Pokemon of yours, the one I gave you? Area 0 is apparently where Miraidon was born, or something like that. Maybe it'll be happy that it can finally come back home? Not that I really care or anything. Anyway, our two new teammates should be waiting for us inside the 0 gate. Guess we should head in. The way home! New teammates! Whoa, kinda dark in here. Hola, Maryland! Arven said there'd be tons of strong Pokemon, so here I am. Once she heard she'd get to battle awesome Pokemon, she was here in a second. You're an annoying little pest at the academy, but I guess you could come in handy for this. Spoken like a guy who wants to get beaten in a battle. But more importantly, why is it so dark? And where are the awesome Pokemon? Yeah, it is weird that the lights are off. The last time I was here, the electricity was up and running, but now... Well, now the lights are on! But why? I turned them on. Oh, thanks. Seems like they were on power saving mode. It's Penny! I hacked into the system controls and overrode the settings. Our little Eevee hacker! Oh, it's you! The kid with the fluffy Eevee bag! Yeah, we gotta fill you in. I guess my name's Penny. Well, hey, we never got to actually talk. I'm Nemona, I'm in class 1A. You must be some kind of tech whiz. Do you like Pokemon battling too? You talk, like, way too much. The director introduced us. When you need someone good with tech, she's a no-brainer. Wait, that almost sounded like an insult. Anyway, Penny here also agreed in a second when she heard it was to help Maryland. I'm not really the adventuring type, but I owe you, Maryland, and I pay my debts. She's surprisingly old-fashioned like that. And of course, everyone knows me, Arven. My loves include my Mabastiff and cooking and... biometric identification in progress. Hello, Maryland. I have been expecting you. And it seems you have gathered a group of formidable allies as well. Sorry, who are you? That's my dad, probably. What? That's Professor Turo! Nemona, student ID number 805C001, and Penny, student ID number 803B121. I thank you for coming. Oh, of course, Professor. Oh my gosh, it's such an honor to meet you in person. I mean, maybe not in person exactly. Arven, did you, tell your dad about us? When would I have done that? To begin with, I'd like to ask you all to make your way down into the Great Crater of Paldea. You can reach the lower chamber using the elevator you can see to your right. Dad? Please proceed below. Pretty cold, huh? Are they not on good terms? Must not be. Yeah, get ready for a lot of story. You know, this is it's honestly my favorite part of the game. This is when I just got blown away. Absolutely blown away. Because everything finally comes together. I'm so excited for it. But yeah, this is the final arc. This is the way home. Biometric identification in progress. Identities confirmed. Access granted to lower level. Oh, it opened for us automatically. Not quite. Looks to me like someone's controlling this thing remotely. Once you step through, you will be above Area 0. Maryland, you have brought Miraidon with you? No. I do not believe that can be the case. I identified its biometrics at your current location. Yeah, I can't pull the wool over his eyes. If you utilize Miraidon's gliding capabilities, you should be able to descend into the depths to reach Area 0. What? Isn't there, like, an elevator or something? And wait, did you say Miraidon can fly? Yeah, you haven't seen my lizard in action, huh? When you reach the bottom, I will get in touch once again. I hope your trip is uneventful. Railroading people into stuff, just like always. I can't wait to see what Pokemon live down in Area 0. Let's go! That girl, is she, like, incapable of fear or what? That's one way to put it. I guess we'd better go too. Yeah, this is just such a great part of the game. Like, this game is fairly light on story, other than, like, when there's story, like Team Star in particular, and Arven. Like, Victory Road, that whole path, not a lot of story, you know, just gym leaders, the basic stuff. But this is, like, what really brings it together. Maryland, ready for the worst? Yes. Good, that's all we needed to hear. Get out that Pokemon of yours and we'll be off. Here you go, buddy. Time to take you home. What's the matter with it? Humph. Scared of heights. That's what I'd say. Well, no wonder. But no need to be scared if we go together. I mean, wouldn't that make it worse? How does that logic work? Oh, I like her phone case. Get on! I guess it's probably Arven saying that. Oh well, whatever. Yeah! Woohoo! I tried this once before and it didn't work, but that's because I didn't have the power of friendship! And now I'm back here again. I think I might have died once or twice there. Oh, it's okay, bud. What? Usually I can't keep you in the ball. It chose to go back into its ball? It's probably just hungry or something. Sandwich, 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 sandwich. Wait a second. Where's the student council girl? What? She's gone. You don't think she... Everyone, you have to see this. Area Zero is amazing. Of course, she went off by herself. Come on already. I guess your ability would be on tempo, huh? Biometric identification in progress. 4 humans identified, conditions satisfactory. Vital signs all within normal range. It appears you are able to make the descent without being harmed. Ha! Yeah, sure. Smooth sailing. Who could possibly complain about a landing like that? That is good. I had concerns you might fail, given the crudeness of the only available access method. I think your dad's sarcasm detector needs fixing. Can you fix that, Penny? Can you fix mine while you're at it? Aw, you were worried about us. That's so sweet. You should now make your way to me at the Zero Lab in the deepest part of Area Zero. However, the entrance to the lab is barred by 4 locks installed on the exterior, which I cannot unlock. 4 locks? On your way to me, you must visit 4 research stations that were constructed inside the crater. At each station, you will be able to disable one of the locks. Do so as you make your way down. I hope you succeed. Yes! Let's disable the 4 locks and get into that lab. Sounds kind of video gamey when you say it out loud, huh? Ha, video gamey, yeah, right. Like that would ever happen. Come on, time to find our way to the deepest part of Area Zero! I just love this part. I will be telling you so many stories. So this was just overwhelming to me when I first arrived here. Just seeing this unfamiliar area, this like beautiful area with the clouds and the music. Oh, and the music. I mean, just look at this. I'm sorry, I'm just so nostalgic. Like, that feeling when I just first arrived here, and it's like, where is this place? This place is so, like, people just don't go here, and it's so beautiful and so eerie at the same time. And there's all these strong Pokemon here, too, like level 54, 55. It's just great, like, it's so neat. Now, something interesting... You can't ride Miraidon here. Yeah, you can't ride on your Pokemon just yet. And that makes exploring a little tricky. I mean, not really that tricky. Like, it's not like I can just, you know, fall down, right? Ah! Oh, and the music here for wild Pokemon also sounds really cool. I do like it a lot. Definitely a jam, to say the least. Okay, so, yes, as much as I'd love to just... Oh, so this is the inside... Oh, man, they go so fast in this text. Stop it! Get out of here. This is definitely something I regret. Like, the text down here goes by very fast. There's all these items, all these Pokemon. I'm not gonna be able to read this. I'm just plain and simple not. Stop it, Giraffering. And I apologize for that. If you get down here and you want to read it, or you can like pause the video or something as I'm going through it, but I don't recommend getting into fights. Like, let the little dialogue play through, have your moment with that, and then, you know, once it's done, if you really care about that, then go forward and proceed until you get more dialogue. But otherwise, it's just like, it goes by so fast. And it's cool, like, it's neat. I do appreciate it. It just goes by so fast, and if you get into a fight with a wild Pokemon, it interrupts it. And it's like, what the heck was I doing? So, kind of a missed opportunity there. But I do appreciate the fact that we're going on an adventure. And there are a lot of good items to pick up around here, too. There's mints, there's a lot of TMs that are really good. You'll be able to explore it a lot more thoroughly later, and a lot quicker, too. And I'll check out a little bit of it now, but I'm not worrying about getting everything. There's also very powerful berries, like the Salic berry. I want to get this TM really quick. All right, what do we got? Hydro Pump, nice. Yeah, there's some very strong TMs. There's a bunch of items, like, on the ground, too, like bright powder, dusk stones, like, a lot of it is very worth picking up. It is also kind of neat how, you know, your team, your squad, they follow you around, which is pretty nice. Like, it's just a nice touch to actually just, you know, adventure with your crew. And they don't really get in the way or anything. They don't help in most fights. I say most, because, well, you'll see. If you've played, you know. But, like, they're not gonna team up in, like, a double battle. Think like Black and White. Or Black 2 and White 2. It's not quite like that. But they do have a few lines here and there. But I just love how different, how, like, I'm trying to think of the best way to describe this. Like, sacred, I guess, is just kind of the word that came to mind when I first adventured through. It's like, this is an uncharted land for the most part. Few people have ever ventured in here. It holds so many secrets that, you know, we mere mortals can barely even fathom, right? And yet we're here. We were called here. We need to be here. We don't exactly know why, but we know it's important. And it's just such a beautiful place. What secrets is it hiding? I mean, you know, that's the cool thing. It's like just so full of mystery, so full of intrigue. I love it. It's also kind of easy to get lost. I don't think I need to be over here. Let's just retrace my steps. Oh yeah, speaking of getting lost, you do not have a map down here. This is where you are. You can get out of here anytime if you want. You can just fly, and then, surprise, your Miraidon or Koraidon, if you're playing Scarlet, will, you know, not be afraid. You can still ride around. But while you're in the Great Crater of Paldea for your first trip, well, you know, I'll just say until you've beaten the game. Like, now we are on the real beating the game part. And until you beat the game, you're not going to be able to ride on either Koraidon or Miraidon down here. So just kind of plan on that. And you won't have a map, so yeah, get ready for that. Now, I went way over there. That's not where I needed to go. This is kind of near the beginning. Like, see, there's a little fence area. I kind of took the detour. There's a lot you can check out, but there's far more that you will not be able to until after you've beaten the game, you know, now that I'm just saying that. So don't worry about getting everything, it's fine. Do say hello to the Walraichus, though. They always love to say hi. Anything cool behind this waterfall? Oh, right, the ability to move extremely slow. Ah, fresh water, nice. Oh my goodness, it's so slow without the ability to ride. Like, yikes. Ah, I'm being chased by a Corviknight. So, Penny, how'd you wind up friends with Maryland anyway? Oh, well, I guess you just really came through and you needed him. Everything was going off the rails. School, yeah. Maryland is a big help in getting that sorted out. Yeah. What about you then, Nemona? Maryland and I are classmates, neighbors back home too. Plus, I said he should aim to be a champion. I've got a champion buddy. Yeah, it goes so fast. Hold it right there, you two. You think you've got a cool friendship origin with Maryland? They're nothing compared to what me and him went through. Stop trying to flex on us. Because we're all in the Buds with Maryland club. Yeah, it's a very exclusive club. Yeah, but you see what I mean. It's very, very hard to keep track of that while walking around and while, like, you know, you can't even read it fast enough. Like, I'm a fairly quick reader. And, you know, like, I can read a lot faster than I can speak. And even then, like, it's hard to keep track of. Like, if I was focusing on that specifically, sure. Alright, let me grab this. Yep, just down this path a little bit farther, and then we just have to take a right. Should be good. Alright, almost there. Getting closer. Oh, I bet that's what we're looking for. must be one of the buildings the professor was talking about. Oh yeah? What were they called? Radish rations? What? Research stations. Well, that was close. Yes, I hope we find radishes in there. Wow, you have such a great memory, Penny. What's great is my common sense compared to you lot, apparently. Ooh, burn. What? Uh-oh! Gah! What the heck is that? Oh yeah, it's a Glamora. I've seen one of them. That's a Pokemon La Primera uses. I didn't know that species could be found in the Great Crater. Come on, Maryland, let's take it on together. Yeah, I remember when I was saying that they don't usually, you know, team up if you fight. Well, there are a few fights you'll have as you descend in Area 0. And these are acquired fights, and they're double battles for some reason. Honestly, it's a 2-on-1. It's hardly fair. And, like, honestly, it's really not fair because, like, okay, it's a level 62 Glamora, and I have 12 Pokemon against this one. Like, okay, what's it gonna do? Like, okay, yeah, alright, good flex there. So not very difficult at all, but just kind of fun. You know, I think that's really what it's about. It's just about having fun. Get a lot of experience, too, so that's nice. Are there gonna be a lot more of these rare Pokemon down here, do you think? You think that was something? Please, you've got no idea how terrifying Area 0 really is. Wow, patronizing much? Easy, you two. Let's just head inside the research station. Something else important to note, like, I'm sure we'll get to it, but these research stations do serve as a good checkpoint. And I should show that off in a moment, too. What? Oh, okay. There, we just kind of, like, turn around. It's like, all right, yeah, there it is. You gotta go in that door there, too. Also, shout-outs to the wild Farigiraf over here. Yay, got me a Farigiraf. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, it's so cool that you can find these things down here. Alright, let's go inside the building. Whoa, no, you don't get to come along too. Stay out. Wow, are these ancient ruins? They look far too recent for that. It appears you have reached your first research station without incident. This facility was constructed 87 years ago as a way station for those surveying Area 0. So that's why there's a bed. That's the only thing you notice? Looks like we can use this place to rest up if we need to. Maryland, if you would be so kind as to disable the first lock on the lab using that central panel. Right, yep, will do. Citrus berry. When did I pick that up? Do you want to press the button to disable one of the locks in the 0 lab? Yes. You heard the professor, better press it! Who wouldn't? Lock disabled. 3 of 4 locks are still active. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Cool. Alright, there's some flavor text here. We've determined that this energy crystallization is linked to the being we call... something? The interlocking hexagonal plates that comprise something's shell must somehow cause this phenomenon, which I've dubbed terastallizing. Ooh. Thanks to my prototype Terra Orb, I secured corporate funding for my research and made a laboratory in the lighthouse near Cabo Poco. Someday, though, I'll return to the crater and resume my study of these crystals. Interesting. So yeah, you can heal up your Pokemon in any of these beds. It's kind of nice, good way to take a quick nap. And you can also... yeah, this activates after after you turn on one of the locks, or I guess disable one of the locks. And you can go to any of the other research labs, or back to the 0 gate. And this is where we came in from. So now we can just go to research station number 1. So if you need to leave, get something else, you know, do a little training, you know, whatever, it's super easy to get back. You just use those little teleporter panels, and it works just fine. Also, you can talk to your buddies here and they'll say some things, which I definitely recommend. I wonder if my dad ever worked here. I wanted to check out the other rooms, but the doors are busted, so yeah, this is going great. Fix that sarcasm detector. Looks like you could get a decent rest on the bed here if you and your team get tired, although it looks kind of mildewy. My favorite. Alright, let's move along. I almost never saw my dad in my whole life. Oh, is it time for the backstory reveal? Penny, shh! He was always busy with work. He hardly ever came home. I cooked for myself, cleaned for myself. Mabasif was the only one I talked to. I'm trying. So yeah, I don't really know him at all, even if he is my dad. I tried not to think about it too much, tried to just be proud he's famous. Truth is, I would have rather just had a dad that was there. Let's just count seeing him in the news. Used to get emails, they stopped. Then he appears out of the blue, goes to Area 0. Like, it goes so fast, like, calm down. But, like, it's good. Shouldn't have snapped at you like that. No, I was giving you a hard time, sorry, Penny, my name's Penny. You know, you're actually pretty nice for a little pipsqueak. Don't call me pipsqueak, you big lunk. That's the spirit, you two. Yeah, I do like the banter, the back and forth banter. And I guess to kind of clarify on a point, like, I'm glad that it doesn't just stop you arbitrarily and, you know, you're like, okay, we have to go through dialogue. I just wish there'd be an option to, like, slow it down or something, because it just goes so fast. Alright, so we gotta track down the second station, and I want to lead with someone else. Let's actually lead with Sissy here. Actually, I guess in hindsight. Last time I came to the Great Crater, I was trying to see my dad. I got about this far, then I got attacked by a creature I've never seen before. What kind of Pokemon was it? It wasn't even a Pokemon, more like this crazy weird metallic machine thing. Sure wasn't a Pokemon just a little bit more robot-y than average. It's like a completely different creature altogether. And it hurt Mabastif real bad, so it's not like I just forget. I don't ever want to run into that awful thing again. It's that strong, huh? And I really hope I get to see it. That's what I figured you'd say. You're real tactless on this, Nemona, you know that? Yeah. So there's a little bit of the backstory with Arven and Mabastif. Like, this is how Mabastif got so injured. Also, there's a wild Garganackle here, too, which is pretty cool. I don't really want to get it right now. We'll find plenty of them. Kind of just want to go about my business. So there is a ramp down there, but I'm not sure if I can take that path. But I'd rather take the scenic route anyway. Well, actually, you know what? I want to see if it works. I think you can slide down. All right, let's try it out. Woohoo! Yeah, okay, this is a shortcut. I think I just got a little too frightened about that in my first playthrough. But yeah, if you don't take that route, you can just go up and along here. Or I guess down and along. Which is probably the better way to go, but that's fine. Hi, Go-Go. Alright, we're almost at the lab. I wonder what could go wrong here. The second research station. About time, too. Phew, let's head in and take a breather. I thought you'd have a bit more stamina, student council girl. Whew, I'm just full of surprises. Yeah, really, that wasn't a compliment, you know. Oh, cool, a Delibird. Hey, look, a Delibird. It's good to see some nice familiar Pokemon down here, too. Is it a shiny? Or does this look kind of shiny? And I don't mean in the shiny Pokemon way. Oh my gosh, so cute! Penny, maybe you shouldn't approach that thing. I have a bad feeling about this. Delibird! What the? Ah! That ain't a Delibird! Maryland, it's battle time! It's so silly. I just love it. What is it, though? Iron Bundle. Yeah, this is Iron Bundle. It is a bundle of iron, I guess. What type is it? Well, who knows? What is it? It's not Delibird. Freeze Drive. That's what I love about this. Like, just, what is this thing? You go down here, and then you encounter something totally new. You don't really have a clue what it is. I mean, it's inspired by something. Whoa, its poor head. But I just love that. Like, what was that thing? I look so angry. Yeah, she has the right idea. Seriously, what was that? Darn thing scared me half to death. It was definitely kind of mechanical looking for a Delibird, wasn't it? No kidding. Come on, let's get inside already. One more jump scare like that and I'm done for. That was quite the bundle! Alright, let's get in here. Well, this looks pretty much the same as the first research station. Seems like wild Pokemon don't come in here. Well, that giraffe rig tried. We should be safe to catch our breath. Hey, seriously, what's with this place? That Pokemon. I've been wondering about that myself. I think maybe that Pokemon was one of these. Huh? What's that book? Monsters of Area Zero. I'll let Arven read it. As we descended further into Area Zero, we began to catch glimpses of mysterious Pokemon. Though we wondered if these compact, cruel beasts were indeed Pokemon at all, one of our teams suffered a brutal blow from such a beast and was mortally wounded, forcing us to retreat for a time. A member of the survey team captured this photograph by chance. I noticed a passing resemblance to the Pokemon known as Donphan, yet differences such as its texture and the way it moves suggest it is biologically separate, to say nothing of its treads of iron. Monsters of Area Zero? So they aren't actually Pokemon? I don't really know. What do you think, Maryland? I don't think they're regular Pokemon. I think they really are just Pokemon. I don't think they're regular Pokemon. This is actually, like, it's really deep. I look forward to elaborating on, like, my headcanon for it, because it is really dark, but it's something else. Maybe. They definitely do look different, at least, and I've never seen any of them in a Pokedex either. I suppose the time has come for an explanation. Professor! Some of the life forms that you see residing now within Area Zero are future Pokemon that lived in a distant day we have yet to see. Future Pokemon? What? That's awesome! Oh, come on. There's no way that's possible. The Zero Lab, where I am located, contains a time machine. It summons the future Pokemon to this place. So the thing my dad spent forever researching down here, he actually got it working? Indeed, though the cost was catastrophic. The cost? But a time machine? You mean you can actually travel to and from the future? It is theoretically possible to travel to the future. However, for a being such as a human, it would not be possible to return to the present. Well, that's horrifying. Dad, you... Why did you call us here to Area Zero? Arven, If possible, I would like us to speak when we can meet face to face. It will be easier for you to understand once you can see the situation for yourself. Now then, Maryland, please use the central panel here and disable another lock on my lab. Yep, will do. Yeah, let's disable this thing. Okay, 2 down. Well done. Please continue your efforts at the remaining research stations. Hey, Maryland. You know that book you told me to bring? I think it's got something to do with this place. Or more like, everything to do with this place. But I'm not the one he expects to fix whatever all this is. You are. I think you should be the one to carry it. Sweet, the Violet Book! The book has the name Turo written on it in clumsy handwriting. Take care of it for me, okay, Maryland? Yep, will do, pal. Alright, so what kind of flavor do we have here? At last, I can resume work on the Terra project. I'll move my research to the Zero Lab this month. My team will be smaller, but no matter. The strong influence of the crystals makes our experiments much more unstable. Whoa, that was weird. The crystal's power is tremendous. Their unstable output made our corporate backers fret, but If we can harness this energy, it will open up research possibilities we'd only dreamed of. At last, paradise will be ours to create. Yeah, there's so much of interest here. Like, I just find it fascinating. It can't be. It just can't. But then, who? He's onto something. Seriously, a time machine? Feels like we just stumbled into a sci-fi novel or something. I can't believe I get to battle Pokemon from a whole different era. This is incredible. I'm so glad I came here with you. Yeah, I know, from the future, right? So, yeah, yeah, alright, well, let's go ahead and head outside. Oh yeah, and there's a teleporter in there too, should you feel so inclined. But yeah, future Pokemon, or if you're playing Pokemon Scarlet, I will mention right now, you will encounter ancient Pokemon instead. What are your parents like, Nemona? My parents, normal, I guess. Are you serious? Even I know about your dad. He's on the board of the Rodon Phone Company. Wait, how do you know that? Everyone knows that. He's famous. And I guess I looked into him for my own reasons, too. Ah! Alright, hold on, I'll try. So yeah, Nemona's from a rich family. Mother and father were. Big sister will probably take over the business. Wait, you call them mother and father? Ah! You will pay for that, Girafarig! No one interrupts. That is some pampered little princess stuff right there. Oh my goodness, is your family super normal? My family is unbelievably annoying. Like super overprotective, you mean? It's just my dad. He's loud and clingy and makes up weird nicknames like Pen Pen, most annoying guy in the world. Having his own daughter describe him like that. Don't you dare take his side. Marilyn, how about you? Your mother seems super nice. You met her? Yup, got a glimpse of an amazing looking sandwich she made too. Wish I could have seen that. I bet it tasted great. Yeah, there are some interesting fan theories about that sandwich of all things. Like, very interesting. Alright, yeah, sorry, I was just trying to, like, avoid these Pokemon and listen to them talk. Like, it's cool. I do like that dialogue. I just wish it were a little bit more easy to follow, or a little easier to follow. Also, shoutouts to all the wall Pokemon. You'll find a lot of them just chilling in the wall. You can just Z-target them, or ZL, to target them, and that'll get the job done. Alright. Now, I know we're only halfway there, but this is such a big place, and there's so much more to do. Oh, Volcarona, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's definitely catch this. Okay, great. I wanted to do one other thing. And I'll take a Volcarona. Yeah, it's great that you can just find wild Volcarona down here. Although they are a pain to catch. Maybe I'll get lucky. And I got lucky. Sweet. That's awesome. Yeah, this is why I recommended don't bother catching a ooh, Leaf Storm? Nah, you're fine. Don't bother catching the Larvesta, because like you can just get it here and it'll probably be at the level you want anyway. Like you'll be around level 59 or so. So like even though this is a little lower level, ooh, wild Espeon, that's cool. No, don't run away. Yeah, so there's still so much more to explore in Area 0 in the Great Crater of Paldea. So much more, and we're going to continue the expedition on the next episode of Maryland's Pokemon Violet Adventure. See you next time, everyone!